What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Super excited to be back. We have some tough topics that we got to get into. And I said, wow, it's just so much that is going on. One point, it was dry on the YouTube streets, wasn't really much to talk about. Now the world have been turned upside down with a lot of stuff that's going on. And y'all definitely I want to hear y'all calling in, so we're going to give people enough time to come on in. On yesterday, we had Plain as Jane on the show. That was a good experience, all the way from Baltimore, Maryland, and it was a good conversation. And we shared that with our audience today. That segment, and you guys, over 2,000 of you all, close to 2,000 of you all, have tuned in and watched that episode. So I love that. I say y'all love the fact when we split up the lives and give a segment, y'all was there watching it all over y'all phones and y'all device. And I was like, wow, this is really great. And I wasn't expecting that because I was just doing the show, and usually it's a lot of troll accounts. So I got DM from another person saying it's a lot of troll accounts are impersonating YouTubers, and they're definitely saying that. And I say it's nothing. People are gonna always impersonating YouTubes have always been. People have always created troll accounts to troll like YouTubers, and so that's nothing new. So YouTuber, I forgot the YouTuber's name. They reached out to me in the DM saying that they're being impersonated, and I can't keep up with all of it. I know we had what was her name, Sherelle's World, and her husband account were in our chat, but that wasn't a real Sherelle's World, or that wasn't a real Mr. Perry. So it was definitely a troll. So the trolls are just going around showing people stuff and having all type of crazy stuff, and that just been going on all over our social media accounts. That's just been going on. So we are trying to put those people in timeout and block them, but they keep coming. It's really almost nothing you can do because they're going to keep coming. So I went off on, I think, what was the other show? Byron, Mr. Dennis Byron. He Hip Hop Inquirer was in the chat, and I found out today that it was actually a troll account. Dennis told me in the DM that he did not come on my show. That wasn't his account. It was actually a troll account. But I don't take back what I said about Mr. Dennis Byron, about is he going to have this energy and talk about Shanquella Robinson like he talked about Tasha K and Cardi B. So I don't take that back, but he did say he wasn't in the chat, in my chat. So, but it obviously is a troll account that's going around with that kind of information. So it's just a lot that's going on. So we will keep blocking the trolls, and that's what we can do. That's my promise and my pledge. The moderators already on notice that they will block those trolls, but it's a lot of them out there. I remember we had a dog called Buttercup, and it was a troll account with Buttercup. I literally had a dog, and her name was Buttercup. And I would talk about Buttercup, and next thing I know, it was a troll account called Buttercup. So that's what people do, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do about it because that's what people do. Now we have some breaking news here that Hazel E went on a tangent on her Instagram story. Y'all know how Hazel E look. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of Hazel E, because some of y'all might not know how she look, even though she don't look like what she did. Give me a second and see if y'all can find. Let me see if I can find a picture of her. Well, that's a good picture. Let's see. Hold on. Let me. Oh, I can't say that. Give me a second. I'm trying to find a picture of her so y'all can see Hazel E. Is this a good picture? Even though she don't even look like this no more, because she have definitely Hazel E have definitely changed up her look. That woman, she so botched. I'm not gonna go on. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna upload a picture of her. Give me a second. This is a good picture of her. Let me see. Cause she's so botched. Cause some of y'all might not know how she look. So let me bring her picture up here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. All right, let me go back, because she did so much work to her body. It's a shame, the work that she did to her body. And I don't know if I don't even know if she back, in the hospital. But we're gonna pull up a picture of her right now. There we go. So that's Hazel E. So Hazel E went on her Instagram and she exposed Tasha K. Exposed Tasha K. And let me read what it said. This was an email that was sent to her from the employee of Tasha K employee. And this is what it said. Interview inquiry. Hope all is well. My name is Alex from Unwind with Tasha K. Alex. Okay, anyway. And we would like to bring you onto our show. Tasha would also like for me to let you know she has been a huge fan of yours. Our YouTube channel has over 1 million subscribers on our primary page, Unwind with Tasha K, and 100,000 on our secondary channel, Wino Game Podcast, which would be great exposure for your brand and business. Our private studio is located in South Florida. If you prefer a more virtual interview, we can call in or video chat interview if that worked best for you. Is that something you would be interested in? This is what Hazel E wrote on her Instagram. Tasha K, you will never get an interview with me. You've been pressed for years. How dare you? Stop hating me, ho, and stop begging for interviews. Wow. So when I read that, I'm like, was they really out here asking interviews and begging for interview? Is that's really what's going on? And I don't know if Tasha actually why would she lie and say that she's a big fan? You ain't no fan of Hazel E. Tasha, you want her on the show before she could talk about her surgeries, so she could talk about how her body was botched with blood and pus and silicone. You want to try to degrade her. Now, Hazel E have went on Jason Lee's show. So that'll just let you know that her employee and stuff, they're begging for interviews. Begging. And so it's just and I was looking at Hazel E, and Hazel E is back in the hospital, you guys. She's back in the hospital. She said she had to get something out of her body. Let me go back to her page. I can't put it on YouTube because it's disgusting. Let me go back to her page. Give me, oh my gosh. Hello, is this it? Okay, let me go back to her story. Because she deleted it. No, she didn't. Let me see. Okay, that's what she dragged Tasha K for begging. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me see. Oh, yeah, she's in the hospital. Like, this is her in the hospital. In the hospital. And she's crying. In the hospital crying. I'm just like, I'm not understanding it. You're in the hospital because let me tell you something. Okay, and this is really real. When you continue to mess with your body, you are destroying God's creation. God made us the way he made us. And if you continue to go and get the lip surgery, lip injections, and getting your get BBLs and getting surgery to make your stomach smaller, taking out a piece of your rib to make your waist smaller, you are doing dangerous work. So I'm not surprised that Hazel E is in the hospital. I'm not surprised that she's got an oxygen and all of that. I'm not really surprised because clearly she was a beautiful woman. This picture right here was nice. It was beautiful. That picture right there is beautiful. So she did not need the surgery. She didn't. Okay? Didn't need the surgery. And I be telling a lot of people, at one point I was saying that Erica Banks needed surgery. And then I see Glorilla, and I'm going to say this, and I know people ain't going to like it, but Glorilla is flat-chested. And she will get more likes if she get a boob job because she's flat-chested. She don't have a butt, and she's very, very flat-chested. So I don't know. Eventually, she will get that package, that Nicki Minaj package, and that package is getting your body done, getting your breasts done, and getting a big butt. Because as of right now, she got a flat chest. And I don't want to pressure her because I pressured Erica Banks to get the surgery. And once she got the surgery, nobody was really checking for her. She was getting more attention when she was flat-chested. Now, when she got the body and she's still eating on barbecue buffalo wings and french fries in the middle of the night, now she got the breasts, and now ain't nobody checking for her musically. Nobody checking for her musically. Out of all that surgery, she still don't have a hit. So I don't want nobody to end up like Hazel E because she is nothing but plastic. And you can tell that her body is botched because she got too much surgery. You can do too much. Michael Jackson was another man that had so much surgery that when he died, he was unrecognizable as the Michael that we knew. He got so much surgery on his nose. I know I was looking at T.S. Madison because she had got a nose job. She can't even hardly breathe in those nostrils. The oxygen can't even hardly flow clearly in those nostrils because she had got a nose job. So she always sniffing and puffing and stuff like that because the nose can't even develop to breathe in the oxygen because you got you a nose job. So that could be a big problem. And I'm not going to come hard on people that get the surgery, but I'm just giving my opinion. And if you don't like it, you can always hit that link and call in. But because when I saw T.S. Madison, she was blowing it like she couldn't even hardly blow the juices from her nose couldn't even hardly go into the tissue because she got surgery. And so I'm saying this to the people in the back that may be flat-chested. Don't let nobody, not even myself, make you want to go under the knife. Don't go under the knife and you trying to get a BBL because Wiley said you need a BBL. I'm saying it because I'm just a commentator. But don't take my words and you feel so insecure that you go get your body done and get cut on. And then you're going to end up in the hospital like Hazel E. Hazel E ain't the only one. Even K. Michelle, she was dancing and her booty dropped. It was so much silicone, it just sucked in and dropped. She was shaking it and it sucked in and dropped. Looks very disgusting. before K Michelle blocked me, she was talking about all of the surgeries and the recovery and the wound that she had to get it suction to get it healing. And that was before she blocked me. And I was talking about, I said, you need to slow down on the surgery. You coming at her. And she blocked me on Twitter. And that's about probably about going on 4 years ago. And she blocked me. And I went to her Twitter. She still had me blocked. All I was doing, I just said, be careful getting all them surgeries. Did I lie? No. Because she announced that she had all of that silicone and it was making her sick. It was making her sick in her body. So when that situation happened, I said, wow, she blocked me. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, upset. I didn't cry because all I did was I gave my opinion. That's all I did. I just gave my opinion about the situation. So when people were talking and said, Wiley, why are you coming at Hazel E? I'm getting DMs from people, and make sure y'all tag Hazel E when I'm talking about her. But Hazel E should have slowed down. She didn't have nobody in her family or her inner circle telling her, baby, slow down. You're doing too much surgery. You're hurting your body. Just like Lil' Kim supposed to release a book in November. The book's still not out, and she's so unrecognizable. You don't know if you have to speak in Chinese or English when you see her, because one day she's looking very Asian. The next day she's looking like a senior citizen Barbie. So this is stuff that was been going on. And when I was looking at an old video of Kim, I was watching when she came out with her album Hardcore, and she was so beautiful. It was a talk show. They really didn't like Lil' Kim releasing that record. It was a lot of controversy back then, but she was so beautiful. But now she's unrecognizable. You don't know if you have to say, come here, you don't know if you have to get it speaking to some type of Chinese when you see her. You don't even know, like when you see her, you don't even know, do we speak Chinese or do we speak English? So it's, you know, that's just what it is. So she had got all that surgery. And then when you post, let's go to an old picture of Lil' Kim. Because that was Hazel E. We own something right now. Okay. Let's go to an old picture of Lil' Kim. Give me a second. I want y'all to see something. I just want y'all to see an old picture of Kim. Okay, let me put it side by side. Let me get another picture of her surgery. Give me a second. I'm going to try. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, come on. Let me see if I can find one. I'm trying to get it side by side. That's what I'm trying to get it side by side. Look him. But I have a picture. Okay, this is perfect. Let me see if this will pop up. Okay. This is just to remind the girls, don't get all that surgery. Okay. Here we go. Let me upload that. And this is something for people to actually look at Lil' Kim's story so you won't make that mistake. And Kim don't have me blocked, so hopefully I don't get blocked. That's an old picture of Hazel E. But let's go to Lil' Kim for a second. There we go. Okay, we're pulling up a picture of her. Here you go. You see that? Look how she looked right there. Beautiful. But look at this. And then that. Totally different. She played with her face, and it get worse and worse. And it's so sad. When you keep playing with your body, you could do too much. Her skin tone was nice. She was a beautiful brown woman. And she looked even worse now. This is like early stages. I can go even worse with more pictures, but I said, hey, let me just show these pictures. So just be very careful with the surgery, okay? Don't let me pressure you into getting surgery. I'm just a commentator. So don't say, well, Wiley said I should get. Don't put me in it. Don't let me. I'm just a sit-down comedian where I give my thoughts, but don't let my thoughts make you pressure to go get surgery. Because she was pretty the way she was. All right. Now we about to get into these deep topics. So my producer sent me over a story that happened out of Memphis. And it's a black woman called Karisha was murdered. And give me a second, because we got a lot of stuff to show about this story. And I'm gonna show it. Let me bring Karisha up so you guys see that. Let me share my screen here. Now this is Karisha. She was murdered by her jealous girlfriend. That's Karisha with her pink BMW. Y'all see that? Okay. Her pink BMW, that's her. Now, I'm going to show you the girl, the woman, the stud that killed her. Now, this is her jealous ex that murdered Karisha. Right there, y'all see that? And I thought that was a whole man. So that's the one that that murdered Karisha. Okay. So when I was digging in this story, some things that I was finding out that person I just showed on the screen, her girlfriend did this to her car. I want to make sure y'all can see it. Hold on, because she put the car on fire. And then she tried to knock the car off the road. Let y'all see that. As you can see there, the car was damaged. She tried to drive her off the road. And she said she sent a text message. So let me show y'all the text message. And I'm going to read it. Give me a second while I pull up the text message that she sent to her friend. No, I'm going to see you the text message that her girlfriend, the jealous girlfriend, wrote. And this is what she wrote. And this is so sad. Give me a second while I pull that up. Okay. So she said, okay, pay your insurance. Ask her did. Okay, you worried about it, not me. LOL. Okay, keep talking. Yeah, my mind made up. LOL. Listen to these words. You will be dead soon. So keep talking. That's what I want you to do. I'm going for first degree, not second. And I stamped that. LOL. Yup. It's all fun and a joke until you scared for your life, huh? And you can show the police these messages. So that's she sent those text to Karisha, and she shot and killed her. Okay. So this is a picture of her, and she have four. She have 4 children, but this is her and her daughters. This is her and her daughter. She got another child, which is 2 years old. That's one of her daughters, and Karisha was in the process of moving to Georgia, and she never ever made it into her dream home because she was murdered. Now, one of the daughters' father just passed maybe like a month or 2 months ago. So now they are an orphan because now the mom and the dad of one of her children is gone. Like one of the children dad is gone. So now that child is pretty much parentless right now. So this is the so that was that. She is, from my understanding, she is locked up. So I'm going to show y'all a couple of people had things to say about the situation. Okay, and she had an order of protection against, you know, Karisha had an order of protection against her jealous ex. But as you know, if you're in an abusive relationship and if it's toxic, you tend to go back to the person. So on Valentine's Day, on February the 14th, you see right in there that they say Happy Valentine's Day and my sweet to my sweet and sour as wife, love us against the world. Okay. So they had linked up for that. So she did have an order of protection against, but she started going back over there to the jealous ex. And now she's no longer, she have passed away. So I'm going to read you a couple of things where people were talking about the situation. This is her brother. Give me a second. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull up what he said so y'all can see it. Hold on, let me zoom in because I want y'all to be able to read it with me. Okay. So I'm going to read it. So one of the persons said, my sister, my twin, my ribs, my mama, my other half of me, my scar, this is deep and probably can't be fixed. I love you more than anything. I'm supposed to be your protection. I remember you told me you would have my back through whenever. Now I'm here breaking down in tears. You helped me become who I am today. You got me my first hustle car, house, and told me you will never leave me out. When I was 17, mama had her stroke. You told us you had us all that day forward, and you showed me you had us. I got my advice from you, and I called you every other day to just check up on you. You wanted to move to Atlanta and live your dream, and you always talked about and to take care of the family, and you always the only person I know had in my corner, no questions. First pops, then 3 months later, you. I'm hurt. Not known you ain't going coming back takes my life away. You was my life, my mother, my only girl the family is certainly need. I don't think I'll ever be the same again, Nisha. I love you with all my heart. I'll do whatever to have you back on earth. We needed you. So this is her brother. We'll let y'all see the brother. He had wrote a detailed post about her. This is the brother. Okay. This is the brother that wrote a post to pay, to honor Karisha. It's just really, really, really sad, man. And so a lot of people have not been covering this story because Shanquella have like dominated the news. And so when I saw this story, when the producer sent it to me, then I just so happened to type in her name on YouTube to see what is really going on. So I saw Nick at Night covering the story. And when she was covering it, I caught myself getting emotional because I'm like, here is this nice, this beautiful Black woman. Life is gone because of a jealous, evil ex. And for what she did was really sad. Really, really sad because it's just a lot. It's a lot that I want to say that I couldn't even hardly get the words out. I'm like, this is really sad. You kill her, and she was beautiful, by the way. You kill her all because of jealousy. Because she broke up the relationship. I was trying to find the text where she broke the relationship off, and that ex said, you know, I'm going to take her out. So she had been arrested. That the one that murdered Karisha, and we would keep y'all updated about this entire situation. It's really, really sad. A lot of people were talking about it on social media. A lot of people talking about it on Facebook. People were talking about it on Lipstick Alley. Hearing this case is very disturbing about it. And I want to cover more stories and bring light to Black women, their plight, their fight, the abuse. I'm definitely going to be broadcasting more of that, you know, on the Wiley Show, because as a man, I have privilege, and I should use my privilege to bring awareness to the situation. Make sure you all send your condolences to the family. I didn't see anything about a GoFundMe or anything like that, but if anything come up, because I know another person said that they wanted to contribute to help the family, because I do know they're going to need help raising those girls. It's just so sad to see that they have to bury their mother. It's just really, really sad. And then somebody else said something on Facebook that I want to read. Let me scroll down. I was going to do this story earlier today, but I was too emotional. So one of her friends posted this, and she said this is one of her friends. She said, crazy because we were so excited about moving. I was literally there every step of the way. I helped you. I told you who to go through. I helped you furnish your whole house. I told you girls' night at your place soon. You said, okay, Stank, whatever. Now look, Nisha, this is not supposed to happen. You was the only person out of my 3 years of living here in Atlanta that I truly call a friend. You definitely held the friend title down for sure. We were so damn slow together, G. I'm gonna miss you so damn, Nisha. Now who I'm gonna go out with? Who am I going to talk about business ideas? Like, girl, who do you want me to talk to? Nisha, what about the pink food truck you were supposed to get? And you even said, friend, you can do that. We can do that together. You was going to kick it off and told me whenever I wanted to make some money, I get on there with you. You never left me out, G. You always made sure anything that came to money, we was going to get the shit together. A friend I never had, honestly, is like my whole 31 years of living. God knew to send you my way. We never miss a morning. You'd be like, good morning, Steak. Even when we left the bar, you would say, friend, I love you. Make sure you call me when you get home. Anisha, I never had that before. You broke me forever, girl, and I hate our friendship was cut too short. I'm gonna celebrate you forever. I love you, Stank. It's really, really sad. And then another person said this, and this is really sad when I read this post. Seeing them roll you out of your house like that in an image I would never forget. Sister, you was a boss, the only woman I can ever call a Barbie, because you live up to just that. One hell of a mom, the baddest ever do it. I know God don't make mistakes, but I promise this caught me blindside to go from talking to you, if not every day or every other day, to now I will never hear your voice. Man, the secrets, the shit we been through almost 17 years of friendship. For ups and downs, you was gone forever. But my substance, I'm sorry. I wish I was there to protect you, even take a bullet for you. This shit hurts. I don't think I would ever be the same. I will love you even past death. This is really sad, you guys. Really, really sad. And definitely pray for the children. Definitely pray for the children, because they lost their mother, and that have to be very disturbing that they would never be able to see their mother again. It's really, really sad. So we're going to switch gears and talk about another case, and we're going to keep you updated on the trial about where this case is going to go. And I'm definitely going to try to keep you updated. And also, we have an update on Shanquella Robertson. Now the FBI, we already told you, is involved. Another video came out where the neighborhood talk wrote that she was walking around in the house saying, "Y'all ready to get naked?" Trying to have fun with her friends, and they was like in a room somewhere having a conversation. So I don't know if they were actually plotting to take her out, but that's what the video was entailing of that footage. Now, shout out to USA Today. Mexican officials, FBI, investigating a U.S. woman, Shanquella Robertson, death in a resort villa. The Mexico City Mexican prosecutors said Thursday they have opened an investigation to the death of a U.S. woman seen being beaten in a video that has gone viral. Prosecutors in the state of California said in a statement that they're investigating the death of a woman that identified only as a foreigner at the resort development in the town of Cabo. A state official who was not authorized to be quoted by name confirmed the victim was Shanquella Robinson. The official confirmed that the group said she had been traveling with has since left Mexico. The FBI confirmed to USA Today that its field office in Charlotte, North Carolina, has opened an investigation into Robinson's death. The FBI Charlotte Division confirmed that she was a resident of the city but declined to comment further. A video apparently taped at a luxury villa in Cabo shows one woman, apparently an American, beating another woman. The video has been reposted many times on social media sites. In it, a man with an American accent can be heard saying, "Can you at least fight back?" The man did not appear to intervene in the beating. Prosecutors said police found Robinson dead at the villa on October 29th. The Charlotte, North Carolina Queen City News published a report saying Robinson died of severe spinal cord injury. Mexican officials said that they could not confirm that was the cause of death because it was a part of an ongoing investigation. The video raised questions about why nobody intervened and protect in the beating, or why people she was traveling with would have beaten her. In another case, in a different part of California, prosecutors said they had arrested 3 men and 1 woman in the October 25th disappearance of another American identified as Rodney Davis, 73. Davis was last seen at a beach in the township of Lota, where the north side is San Jose Combo, and that's where they get into a whole nother story. So as you can see, that the Mexican authorities is involved, and I knew once the FBI announced they was involved, that applied pressure to Mexico. And so now, once Mexico responded, now you're getting more press. You get the U.S. Today, you're going to get press in Mexico. You're going to get people talking about this case, and it's just really, really sad that's definitely going on. I think people need to be very careful traveling to Mexico. It's definitely a place that I just really feel, and I have a friend, he always book trips for Mexico, and he have that for people to go to Mexico and everything like that. I said, I'm not going to Mexico. So I'm going to drop the link if y'all want to come through and say something really quickly. Want to hear y'all thoughts. It's really sad. I was crying about this situation. Is her funeral. I think her funeral is this Saturday. And shout out Kyrie Irvin. I believe that he donated to her GoFundMe. I think her GoFundMe is over $100,000 donated to the GoFundMe. And so that's how that situation go. We are live. So if you want to say something, you can say something now. Give me a second. We got somebody backstage. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show. Can you unmute your mic? Your mic is muted.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
Thank you. I just wanted to comment on a few of your stories. One being Hazel E. Hazel E. I'm just so tired of her. Before she had all that surgery, and I know I'm being a hypocrite. I haven't had a lot, but I have had some. But before she had that surgery, on her face, she looked okay. Yeah, she had like a Barbara Streisand nose, but who cares? Like, she looked okay with it. But it's like now the surgery that she is having, it is looking botched. At one point, I had to realize there was a time for me to stop getting surgeries. Um, but some people they don't come to that realization. Yeah, I have noticed with TS Madison, her nose runs a lot. And I guess that's why people were at one point trying to say that she was like on some type of drug, and she had to come out and say, I don't do drugs, which I feel she doesn't. But she was giving detail about why she has to keep wiping her nose or whatever. And some people, they do that when they've had botched nose jobs. Um, your second story about the woman whose lover killed her. Um, I'm probably gonna upset a whole lot of people, but I just want to know, why do women sit up there and say that they don't want to be with a man because he doesn't know how to treat them, but then they go to a woman who ends up beating on them? Like, I never understood that. It's like something is psychologically wrong with them. You go from being with a man who's beating on you to being with a woman who beats on you. And I'm not saying this is her story, but I found this with some of these stories. Like, those type of people, they really need to help, because you're just allowing people to beat on you, and you're saying that you don't want to be with a man, but you want to be with a woman. Um, a lot of times these people, they have their way of getting out, but as you can see with Krishan and Blueface, there are some people who really love those toxic relationships, and you have to leave them with their toxic relationships or they will pull you in. You've seen the stories of where family have gone to help people, and the victim, alleged victim, has turned on the family for their lover, you know, their boyfriend, or the family has gone to their defense, and then that family member or friend ends up being, um I can't think of the word, but I'll just spell it. I know y'all, I think deletion, that's what y'all using now. um so sometimes you have to leave people, in that space, and just pray for them. um and another thing is with this Shanquella story, I'm glad that it is being investigated. The group probably didn't think it would go that far. I saw the video where she was saying it don't take that long to get naked. But from what it appears, they probably should have been, they probably was putting on bathing suits or whatever. Um, but I was looking at some of the comments in Neighborhood Talk, and Shade Room, and the one who was fighting her, Dejanay, whatever weird name she has, um, where she was saying, "I'm gonna keep it hot." And from what people were saying in the comments, that meant keeping the same energy, and that she was going to like fight or attack her. I've never heard that, but maybe like somebody else have. But from what people were saying, it does appear that they had plotted against her. So I do believe that the family, like I was, saying, they will get justice. Um, but thank you for covering all stories, Wiley.
One of the comments, Ann J said it sounds like her nose is running too. Another person said this caller is sniffing. Another person says she's rude. Why are these people doing that?
Oh, they'll be okay. They'll be
Yeah,
okay. That's
they said,
that's that's their opinion. And yes, my nose can run. That doesn't mean I'm doing coke. That
yeah,
can mean I have a cold. That's why when people, our nose are running, I don't assume that they're on drugs like a lot of people do. But yeah, they can think I'm rude all they want to. That's just their opinion. But call in and let me know why you think I'm rude.
yeah. They said that she was rude. I'm like, why would they say that? Like, what's the problem? Like, because I know yesterday, they said, on yesterday, you know, Planet Jane was saying that the lady talking faces had the information wrong. So I was just people were saying that I was messy. I don't think I was messy. I was just, answering, the question that was said. I don't think I was messy at all. But that was the situation that was going on. So thank y'all so very much. If we can get some more people to hit the link to talk about this situation, what do you have to say if you're around in that area? If you know some information about Shanquella, hit the link. I'm gonna see if I can get the phone lines open up. Let me see if it worked. Okay. Let me see if it worked. Give me a second. Let me see if it actually worked. Let me see. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay, we got somebody backstage. There you go. Okay. All right, we're gonna bring you on. Give me 1 second. We have somebody backstage. Bella, you there?
Yes. Hey, Wiley, how are you?
Doing well.
I know I sent you a video and I know you weren't able to view it before you came on, but it's a little 3-minute video and it's a news reporter that's there down in Cabo. And what he's talking about is he's saying that the news didn't even know that this incident happened with Shanquella. Like they didn't even know that there was a tourist that was found deceased in a hotel. So he also reiterated what you had said before about the tourism probably being an issue. So that's why it wasn't brought to light. But
Yeah.
one of the main things that, oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was not surprised that happened because they're going to cover it because it's a money thing. Mexico makes billions of dollars from people visiting that country, for visiting Mexico. And if it comes out that a black woman died, a young, beautiful black woman at that, it will discourage a lot of millennials, a lot of people that travel to go. They won't pick Mexico. So I think I'm not shocked that they kept that covered up.
Right. And I think it wasn't until, because this news, I think it was the 18th, so it had to be yesterday, was the first time that they even launched an investigation and the news reporter was able to get a copy of it. And of course it's in Spanish, so I couldn't really read it. But we're all grateful, even though we don't know Shanquella or I don't know her personally, to those of you who are Black YouTubers that is getting this story out, making it go global and getting the attention that it does need, because they could have gotten away with this if it wasn't for you guys, doing the research and putting this story out. So I'm sure her family's grateful, and all of us, all the producers, we're happy that you guys are, all of the Black YouTubers, and now you're starting to see other people follow, but you guys were the first to do it, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, like you are so right about that because like the YouTubers, we were putting in the work. And shout out to the North Carolina beat. They have been like on the forefront of this because I think they really touched on it first. Because it was just local in North Carolina, because it's pretty much a blog that's based out of North Carolina. And they were talking about it before even the YouTubers last on. But once it came on YouTube, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And now you're saying the media, now they're getting involved. They came late. We pretty much were talking about the story before mainstream media.
Right. And this is the first time that it has started to be on the media in Mexico, because otherwise it had not been. So that's a really good thing. And I
Yes,
just hope that her family gets justice.
that's what I'm saying. I hope her family get justice as well because this is very sad. They got to bury her, I believe, on Saturday. I thought they was going to do another autopsy on her in America, so I haven't heard any details about that. But they did. They have raised over $100,000, so hopefully um, they can use part of that to even get another autopsy to see what really happened to their daughter.
Right.
To get in America, because obviously it happened in Mexico, but we have better tools here in America that maybe they can find something else that happened. But having something, a spinal cord injury, and with the vertebrae and having all of those injuries, that's really that they were beating her. Like, wow. Like she was
Right. And for her father to say that she looked bruised in the face and the cut lip,
yes.
and she had a cracked skull and a spinal cord injury, and you found her alone, or we don't know what the story is. Was she found by the maid? Were they there with her? Did they leave her? It's so many conflicting stories, but I still wouldn't understand why Mexico, how did you think there was no foul play? How did her skull get cracked and the neck get broken? Then they're saying that paramedics went in. So a paramedic went in and saw all this and thought nothing of it.
Wow.
I've never had to go to a hospital in a foreign country other than when I was stationed in other countries. But, I was on a military base, so you're still seeing civilians and usually American doctors. But I can't imagine that someone has a cracked skull and injuries to their vertebrae or spinal cord or whatever it was, and you don't think, you just thought that naturally happened, that was a natural cause of death. It makes no sense.
No sense at all. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
This is very sad, man. When now a lot of people are talking about, this story, and it makes you wonder about this whole toxic energy, even going back to Corneshia. I hope I said her name right. I'll make sure we get her name right. We just did a whole conversation about her, and it make you question about the whole thing with Blueface and his girlfriend, about that toxic energy and how they are getting shows and all of that. And it makes you wonder, should we stop, bigging up toxic, energy, somebody that's getting beat and all of that, because somebody's going to end up seriously hurt. So now this is really, really sad. So what I've learned, and also to speak about Shanquella, what I learned from this situation is that you have to be careful going out of town with people that claim to be your friend, because sometimes a lot of folks are not your friend. So hold on, I'm gonna see if I can open up the phone lines. That's just the sad part. You going out of town to enjoy yourself, to lay back, not to go get in trouble, not to go get deleted.
Your show now. Press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 18 seconds.
Like, wow.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2,
It's sad.
1.
All right.
Blog Talk Radio.
So we're gonna see if anybody want to call in. I don't know. Did y'all hear that Blog Talk sound? Okay. All right. So let me type the number. I don't know if anybody want to call in that wanted to say something, because I want to make sure we get everybody that wanted to say something. Thank you. All right. So if you want to call in, this is your time to call in. If you want to say something before we go, we've been on here close to an hour, which is not bad. So if anybody wants to call in, this is the time for you all to call in. If you want to say something, I want to make sure everybody got their thoughts out. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, y'all. The thumbs up, it helps you in the algorithm. So, it helps reach more people if y'all thumbs up. We're not going to beg you. I'm just going to ask. Thumbs up. It's free. It is so free if you have it. I know some people watch on their television, so you can do it on your phone. And all you got to do is just go to that section and just click the like button. 8806, calling you on air.
Hey, good morning, Wiley. Good morning, chat.
Welcome.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that her GoFundMe is up to about $260,000 now.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good, because they're gonna need it.
They changed the goal to $300,000.
That's good.
So it's like $260,000 raised. So I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, thank you so much for
And
that.
thank you for your content. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
In the chat. All right, thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
so much. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome,
Thank you. Bye-bye. 7136, caller, you on the air.
Hi, Wiley. How are you?
Doing good.
Well, first, I want to commend all the YouTubers for doing such a great job for the media outlets that you guys are. You guys are powerful in numbers. Second, I would like to say I am so sad. Like, I've been in like a depressed mode ever since Takeoff murder. And then now we have Shanquella. And it's just really sad that young people of all ages are not taking life seriously. The senseless deaths just don't make no sense.
It doesn't. I agree.
You know, I watched Miss Robinson. She gave an interview on Channel 2 News, and it's just sad how the news reporters, they asked her, did she know the friends? And the mom said that Shanquella met them in college, and that the supposed to be best friend, Nazar, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Nazar Wiggins.
I think she's been knowing him for about 5 years or so. And that she was so disappointed and shocked that his behavior toward her daughter, that she never would have thought that, you know, because he has been on family trips with them and he's always interacting, you know, at their family gatherings and so on and so on. And that I guess once they came back from Mexico, he went to her house, she said, like 3 to 4 days back to back. And once he found out that she knew the truth of how her daughter passed, he has not been back. No contact. Everybody's deleting their social media, you know, and she just, you know, it's just sad that it was just senseless. Like they set the young lady up. To me, it just looks like a total setup. Why? Who knows? But like the mom said, she met those people in college. So how well do you know them? You know, I don't even think that she knew them that well or as well as she thought she did. You know, unfortunately, you know, her life was taken. And it's just sad. And I hope that they all go to jail for it, because I believe they all are to blame. Even if it wasn't intentional to kill her, they did. And then for them to just leave her body like it's a piece of trash. I mean, how could you look at yourself in the mirror knowing that you did this to this young lady for no reason? I don't care. There's no reason to do her like that.
No reason at all. No reason at all. And, you know, and then clearly you could tell the family did not know them like that. Those so-called friends, and I don't even want to call them friends. Those were pretty much enemies. You know, I don't even want to call them friends.
Exactly.
Because no friend attack like that. No friend at all.
Exactly. You know, they were like wild animals. You know how they like the dogs to fight and stuff. You know, that's how they acted, like just animals, you know, and this lady ain't even defending herself. And it's like clearly she was it seems to me like she was incapable, even though they was on the video saying, "Are you gonna fight back or whatever?" It seems like maybe someone had gave her something that maybe, you know, drugged her, slipped something to her. That's my opinion. Like they slipped something in her drink or something of the sort. I mean, because you're just not going to be just that out of it like that normally, to me. So I just feel like they slipped something and gave her something. No, but they all need to get expedited back to Mexico jail and do hard time because they have their life and she's not here anymore. And they are young and they still are able to change their wicked ways. But we just need to pray for the youth, just pray for the people, period, because this is sad times. This is just ridiculous.
Very ridiculous. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you, Wiley.
No problem. Okay, we have somebody backstage, so we're going to bring them on so they can say what they have to say. Okay, hello, you back on. Bella, that's your name?
Yeah, hey, sorry to call back, but I forgot to say this when I was on earlier, but you mentioned I think the channel is NC Beats, or the page on Facebook is the North Carolina Beats or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just for everyone to know, Sunday he's supposed to interview the sister, Shanquella's sister, and I think it's maybe like 7:00 in the evening. But I think what's going to be important about that, and it's not to minimize the interviews that her parents have had, but with the sister being younger and maybe more in tune with who the friends are and more in tune with social media, she may be able to give us way more information about who these individuals were and what Shanquella's actual relationship was with them. Or, because you talk to most of us, we talk to our siblings about friend drama and, I tell my sister everybody business. So don't ever tell it to me unless you want my sister to know. But, we may get a little bit more insight on who they were or if they've ever had beef before, because the sister's younger and she's probably also into, social media and everything. So I just kind of want everyone to know if they don't follow him to, probably check his page out because he is supposed to interview the sister this Sunday.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Also, speaking about the North Carolina Beat, they wrote a statement that I think that you all should be able to see as well. So let me screen share this. Give me a second. I'm going to go to a screen share. So this is what they wrote on their Facebook page. I want to make sure you all can see that. Okay. They said Mexico dropped the ball big time. How can you let 6 people tell you someone had alcohol poisoning and then you missed the knot, the swollen eye, the busted lip, and the victim Shanquella Robertson without saying to yourself, this ain't alcohol poisoning. You all want us to come over there and vacation and spend our money, but turn around and let 6 people who know how she died and who killed her leave? Unbelievable and disgusting. I said what the F I said. Okay. So we will be covering that interview that he's going to do with the sister. We definitely will be covering that interview what he's going to do with the sister. And I believe that's supposed to be, I don't see any announcements on there. So I don't know. Let me scroll down. I may be wrong. I know he said tomorrow Shanquella Robertson will be laid to rest. Let's put our profile pictures on our social media profile. Let's honor her and show the world is standing beside her family fighting for justice. Okay, they talk about the FBI. Okay. Okay, that was not. Okay. So I don't see that information yet. I know he said he had an interview with the father. I'm going to see it. And so definitely. Okay. All right. So I don't see that announcement yet. So I don't know where he put that announcement. He probably put it on his Facebook page. Let me see. Let me go scroll up and see. He says he's going to be interviewing the sister. Okay. All right, I'm going to say it on his social media. So if he is going to interview the sister, we will bring it to you guys. We will definitely talk about it. They said, thank you, Wiley. Keep up the good work. Thank you, King Goddess. Thank you so very much for that. At the interview today, he said it on you. He said on YouTube. Okay. So thank you so very much. And we will be on the lookout for that, for him interviewing the father. I mean, the sister. He's going to be interviewing the sister. Definitely. So this page definitely be talking about stuff that's going on in their city. Like right now, they got an article up. North Carolina man charged with murder in his 16-year-old sister's death. Her body found Thursday. So he do cover stuff all on his social media. See, if you go to the North Carolina beat, let me screen share. This is what he does. Gerald is his name. The CEO and founder of the North Carolina beat. He just covers stuff that's in North Carolina. Yeah. Y'all see that headline? So that's what he does. He covers stuff that's in North Carolina. So this is what he does. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. This is another heavy show. Make sure y'all leave us a comment and let us know how we did. And I appreciate y'all so very much. They said Charlotte, and it's not just Charlotte. Somebody said Charlotte is sounding like Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, it's a lot of places with a lot of violence. Everywhere you go is violence in Texas and violence everywhere. And I don't just want to just point out a different place, but it's just really unfortunate that this situation has happened. Like, it's just sad. Like, really, I'm just sitting here just over it. So it's stuff that's going all the type of way. Yeah. So if anybody else, make sure y'all like the video. Let me see how many likes we got. Okay. Also, too, we're going to make our quick announcement. Make sure y'all like the video. Thank y'all so very much. Monday, I will be checking the P.O. box so we can do an unboxing. Our P.O. box is 701122, Dallas, Texas, 75370. And also, too, if you want to contribute to our Cash App and contribute to the show, it goes back into the platform because I want to make a quick announcement. We want to be in Chicago a little bit more. And so we're going to need a minimum of $5,000. That to help with the cameraman, for me to cover, because I want to cover that election. So if you want to contribute, you can contribute to the Cash App, or you can contribute to the PayPal, because we get it directly. So I want to go back to Chicago, and I want to spend at least 2 to 3 months there, and that $5,000 will cover like my rent expenses. It will cover the cameraman, so we can definitely cover that race in Chicago. So if you want to contribute, you want to see me down there, to be down there more often, you can just contribute it to our Cash App, or you can contribute to our PayPal, because we definitely want to be down there in the city of Chicago. 66040, caller, you live on the air.
Hi, Wiley. How are you?
Doing good.
That's good to hear. I just wanted to call in and say, like, I'm really grateful for y'all covering this Quilla Robertson story. Like, me and my mama been all into it and getting the tea directly from the YouTubers, because y'all really did get the ball rolling as far as getting the media to actually cover the story, because we didn't know anything about it till we actually seen it on YouTube. So I'm glad that y'all actually, got that ball rolling for her family, because I do feel like if it wasn't for like the Black YouTubers covering it, then the family wouldn't be getting as far as they getting now.
I agree. I really agree. I think that the power of Black media, and I call us the new Black media, because even though we talk about, celebrity gossip, a lot of us took a break from celebrity gossip and covered this case. And that's what
yes. And so social media has like really got the ball rolling with this. So I'm grateful for that. And just to touch on another topic that you did cover tonight, was the surgery.
Yes.
Hazel
talk about the surgery.
Hazel E is definitely botched. I always thought that she was prettier prior to her going to get this surgery. I remember she did an episode of Ayanna Van Zandt Fix My Life, and she was actually talking about the surgery and why she did it, and she was saying that she was bullied. Now, the little Kim, the pic that you pulled up, she looked a mess, but she actually looks worse now.
Look worse,
And
yes, I agree.
and what I will say about little Kim is, I'm sorry, but I do not be feeling sorry for her. When everybody be all like, well, little Kim went through a lot and this and this and this and that. To me, I always felt like little Kim never really liked herself as a Black woman. I mean, do y'all remember how she treated Notori when she played her in that movie? You remember when she said she didn't want her to play her? She wanted Christina Milian to play her.
I remember that.
You remember how little Kim went on Jason Lee's show? Remember Jason Lee used to have a show with Melissa Ford? And she went on that show and she talked so bad about Notori, about how she was Black and she was ugly and she didn't look nothing like her and this and this and this. I don't feel bad for Kim. I don't be feeling bad when 50 Cent be posting pictures of her making fun of her looks. I don't feel bad because of how she bullied Notori. I don't feel bad for her. So I do think Lil' Kim is botched. She looked like a feline cat. Don't nothing about her looks cute. She's botched in the face. She's botched in the body. She's botched. I'm sorry. But that's all I wanted to say, Wiley.
Well, thank you so very much for saying that. Thank you.
Good night, y'all.
All right, good night. Thank you so very much. Okay. This was a good show. We will see y'all in the next episode. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. And this is a good show. Loved it. It was great. We will be back live. What was it? Later on today. As a way, we will definitely be back live later on today. And so if you have any topics of what we should discuss and we didn't get time talking about it today, you can definitely hit us up on the email, wileyshow@gmail.com, or you can DM us at Wiley Show on our Instagram, or you can DM us on Twitter. So we are definitely on all those social media sites. And we also on TikTok. So you can follow us over there at Wiley Show over there on TikTok. So if you have a TikTok, you can follow us. We will see y'all soon. Thank y'all so very much for your support, for coming over here and watching this video. Thank you. When you leave out, just thumbs up the video, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Okay? Thank y'all so much. Peace. All right. Ooh, here we go. I forgot about the text. Thank you. Forgot about the text. Sorry. I forgot about the text. Okay, so if you want to be notified when I go live, for the people that are just joining us, I know the people that are leaving, but people that are here and you want to be notified, just text Wiley to 888-534-4939. It is free, and we text you anytime we go live on YouTube. So you can text Wiley to 888-534-4939. Text Wiley to WILEY to 888-534-4939. Thank y'all so very much, and I will see y'all in the next video. I just had to make that announcement. All right, peace.